Hi everybody, Denise Ryan with Celluma Light Therapy, and we are waiting on the arrival of our special guest today, and it's industry icon Barry Eichner from Lipgloss and Aftershave. So we're just waiting for Barry to jump in here, and lots of people joining. Welcome everybody. Hi. Thank you for waving. Thank you for being part of our Love Celluma Get a Room in New York event that's streaming live all day today from our global headquarters here in Southern California. Again, I'm Denise Ryan with Celluma Light Therapy. And there's Barry. He says I'm here. Okay. Whoops. Where are you gone, Barry? Okay, so you need to request to join. I see that you're there. Okay. Hang in there, everybody. We're just waiting on Barry to join us. Waiting for Barry to join us. So standing by, it's connecting. And there he is. Hi, Barry.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, had we a little technical difficulty there? I didn't see your request.
With when I went into the window, because there were so many people already in it, the request had scrolled all the way to the top and it scrolled off the edge, so I had to pull it back down.
Okay, yeah, I missed it. So, well, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Here, participating in our Love Celluma Get a Room event. We're streaming all day long. We started at 8 a.m. this morning. We just wrapped up our first class of the day. We have another class at 12 noon. And so I'm going to reintroduce myself, and I'd love you to introduce yourself, Barry, and then tell us a little bit about Lipgloss and Aftershave, about your goals, your dreams, what you do for the industry. I introduced you as an icon, which I believe you are. So we want you to tell us all about yourselves, and then I want to just welcome all of our viewers and all of our international viewers who are already on there. And at some point, we actually have our director, our event director today, Catherine. She's here with us, and she's going to help us with questions, because, as you know, it's very hard to both speak, chat, and answer the questions and read them at the same time. So Catherine's going to jump in at that point. So take it away, Barry. Tell us a little bit about you, a little bit about Jenni, and Lipgloss and Aftershave.
Awesome. Well, first of all, Denise, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. We love coming on and like talking to everybody on the front lines of the industry. My name is Barry Eichner, and my business partner is Jenni Nagle, and together we form Lipgloss and Aftershave. We are a beauty blog that services the professional skincare industry. Jenni and I met in like 2013 or 2014. I actually just posted a picture. I was teaching a class on digital marketing in Philly, and Jenni came to it with the director of sales of the company that she worked with. And I knew the director of sales for years, and that's the first time that we met. And then through that conversation, the director of sales brought me in to work with the company doing digital. And then Jenni and I have been working together ever since. But Lipgloss and Aftershave we didn't start out to be solely focused on skincare. As the name would entail, we really wanted to be encompassing of all beauty. So we were thinking that we would work with makeup and fragrance and skincare. And as it turned out, we just ended up in professional skincare. People have loved all the content that we've been creating. And so we've become a much more science/educational, serious focused beauty blog that services the skincare industry. We do online education through what we call webisodes of our TV talk, it's not really TV, it's like internet TV talk show. And Celluma was just on the 14th doing a presentation for us, and you can find it on our website. Just search Celluma, it'll pop up. And they broke the record for the number of people who registered for any webisode, so congratulations to Celluma. They're also a 2020 Faves winner for favorite LED device, which we're so happy about. So yeah, we do education.
Thank you to everybody who voted for Celluma. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we really talk a lot about treatments, products. We talk a lot about ways to market, how you can set your business apart. We have a team of what we call our BizWiz coaches that you can use to, grow your business, add things to your business. So there's a lot of things that we can help the esthetician, the day spa, medical spa, hair salon that offers skincare services. We have something for just about everybody.
Yeah, that's actually amazing. And what struck me while you were disclosing and sharing about how the business evolved was that you guys got together in 2013-14, and honestly at that point I think most of us, not on your side but on my side of the business, we were wondering where to spend our time and our resources with regard to print versus digital. And so you coming along and helping us and guiding us through that was very timely. But in addition to that, and it's not just the manufacturers like us, but also the skincare professionals, especially in 2020, have had it's really been a turnaround and a turn to digital for their marketing and for exposure to new products. I mean, really, without the trade shows, all of the access to classes, new products, learning and sharing completely went digital. So I hope your business is exploding because it's very, very helpful to all of us, both for us to get the word out there, but also for our customers to continue to learn and grow with new assets, new information, education. And so tell me a little bit more about, you mentioned your you mentioned something about you've experts on hand to help people.
Yeah, so well, what happened was, my forte when I first started in the industry, I started on my own in 2011, and I was consulting with beauty businesses here in Philly mostly. Hair salons, day spas, and medical spas were my arsenal of clients. And I would go to the New York trade show to stay on top of trend and learn. And I met a couple of people at the New York trade show that had me start writing for their business. And they put me on camera walking around the trade show floor, asking people questions and interviewing vendors. And it was a really crazy thing. Like, I'd never gone on camera before, and all of a sudden I was in front of the camera and people were like, who are you? What are you doing? What are you all about? Mm-hmm. And that year I started speaking at the IECSC, and I started talking to people about how to use digital. And I was really helping people with digital for the past 10 years. And when we started this, we were helping people with digital. We helped brands with digital. We helped estheticians with digital. And we were, writing the blog, creating content. And then we realized, wait a minute, there's 24 hours in a day, and then that's it. So we had to find a way to be able to still offer all the same services, but not do them. So we decided to create what we call the BizWiz directory, which is, we have about, I think there's 6 or 7 women who are part of the BizWiz directory, and they all coach on different aspects. So we've got one woman who does an amazing Instagram class. Then we have another woman who does a lot of retail coaching. And then we have another woman who helps you with, like Darcy DeBernarde. She's one of our BizWiz coaches. She created a sanitation guide, and it was like everything that you needed to do step by step to go back to business after being closed down. So she does a lot of business coaching, overall business development. So we have women who are able to work with estheticians and help them create marketing plans and how to sell retail. And the thing that we found was right when the pandemic happened, and this is when we started working really closely with you, when the pandemic happened, we created what was called the Virtual Skincare Festival. And we had 2 days in March and then again 2 days in April where we had 9 hours on a Sunday and a Monday in March, and then same thing Sunday and a Monday in April, where we had back-to-back classes, totally free for everyone. And we exploded. We grew like 40% because everyone was looking to be a part of this. And we then realized, like, wait a minute, all these brands are educating the estheticians, and all the brands are saying, hey, estheticians, go out and sell the product now, but do it using like, just, you know, do it using the internet and do it using cell phones, but go ahead and do it. And I was like, I don't know that they know how. Mm-hmm. So we created an entire class, and it's in our app right now. If you go to the App Store, it's Lipgloss and Aftershave, and you go to the App Store and get the app and then download it, you can go watch what we call Selling from Your Sofa. And it's literally everything that an esthetician, massage therapist, nail technician, anyone can do to sell products using blogs, email, social media, all of the aspects of social. So you can use, like, we talk about how to use Instagram and Facebook, how to use lives, how to use video. So there's a really strong educational point there. But, you know, even more than that, like estheticians, once the esthetician learned how to sell, you know, we're still now working with brands so that brands understand what they need to do in order to make a digital sale really fluid. Mm-hmm. And now you guys rock. Celluma, I'm gonna tell you, easiest brand to work with because you get digital. You want 100%. But there are some brands that didn't understand that, like, any interruption in the digital flow of information would be a problem. So we had to teach them how to create landing pages and how to create contact forms and how to direct traffic to most impact in a positive way the potential for a lead generation or a conversion. And, you know, we don't just let people willy-nilly advertise. We really want to make sure that our users have a great experience. So if they're reading something and they click on something, they can go someplace where they can get more information. Like, the last thing you want to do is read something, click, and then go nowhere. Right. So we really focus on making sure that, you know, the people who are reading our content, they really have an enjoyable experience. But then we also want to make sure that the estheticians and the day spas, they know how to use digital to their benefit as well. Because we really see digital as an opportunity that is limitless. And once you really know how to harness it, it's just incredible the ability that you have with it. So that's pretty much how we do it.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I think, first of all, the tools that you're offering for free are extremely valuable and available through that app. So don't forget, for those of you who are interested in what Barry and Lipgloss and Aftershave and Jenni has to offer, to go to the App Store. And what's it called again, Barry?
It's just Lipgloss and Aftershave. If you search that in the App Store, it's our faces. They pop up. We're one on top of each other, and we're both making, like, Jenni's putting on lip gloss, and I'm making a funny face with a face mask on.
Of course you are, Barry.
Yeah.
So that's great. So that seems like a must-have for everybody. Honestly, even the people who were good at digital before the pandemic really have upped their game and are continuing to up their game. I know that we went almost exclusively digital, and we made it happen really, really quickly, and we were open to new ideas. And I think you have to be open to new ideas and not scared to get out there and do it. Like, honestly, I had never done an Instagram live conversation like we're having until maybe May of this year, and now I'm addicted to them. I can't get enough of them. People love them. We try to make it educational and provide good information besides just a little chat. So I think that's one of the reasons we wanted to bring you on. I think you have something really valuable to share with the industry in order to keep everybody on top of their game and improving that game all the time. And I think the people that have survived and will survive this pandemic well have welcomed the opportunities and the kind of opportunities that you offer. And you just have to keep out there. You have to keep in front of your clients. You have to keep thinking of new ways to reach and service those clients. Here at Celluma, we switched things up very, very quickly. By April, we were already manufacturing Celluma face shields. We were offering, at that time, we were offering our hygiene barriers at no charge. We did that for a few months. We've ended that campaign now, but our hygiene barriers are still very popular. They're very valuable in this no-touch, low-touch time of COVID. So we offer those. They're pennies per barrier. So they're very useful and they're very inexpensive, but they really up your game in terms of your level of asepsis and what you're how you're protecting your client in your practice. We also started to do this kind of event where we have a virtual event where we're offering our show special to everybody. I mean, that was the interesting thing. When we go to New York, you had to go to New York for the show special. You couldn't get it by calling us on the phone or email, but this is opening it up to all of our professionals and allowing you to take advantage of show specials without the cost of the airplane and all of the other expenses that are incurred. So it's a really good value, and we love the IECSC. They put on fantastic shows. The big one is Vegas and the other big one is New York, and we really miss going to those. But more importantly, we meet people there at those events all the time that they save up all year to take advantage of specials. So we wanted to take the opportunities to bring those specials to you even without the show being live, and also to provide education. That's another reason that professionals go to the IECSC events in New York and Vegas and in Florida in order to go to classes and learn. So we have that opportunity, which is also something you do, Barry. So I think it's great that people are embracing these opportunities. And of course, we have our very unusual add-in onto the special, in that if you choose to take advantage of the free accommodation in New York, we pay for that accommodation for you with the purchase of certain devices. So not everybody takes advantage of it. If you're in other parts of the country and you have no intentions or plans to go to New York, then you just get the show special. But if you think you're going to go to New York, then it's a really unique offer. So we're just sort of like you, trying to replace those in-person opportunities with virtual opportunities. And we've learned a lot. We've learned new ways of communicating, new ways of staying in contact, and new ways of getting Celluma out there and sharing not just things like Love Celluma, Get a Room events, but also those no-touch and low-touch opportunities, which has really helped certain practices stay in business during this time. It's, you know, we're all in the same boat around the world in terms of being locked down and being reopened and locked down again, and it may continue like that for a while. So it's our intention and goal to continue to reach our customers in new ways, and in ways that are valuable. If there's no value to you, our customer, then we will stop doing it. But as long as we can create value, keep you engaged with your customers. We actually, let me tell you another thing that we offer, Barry. It's called a Skinposium. It's actually a live event that we offer to practice owners who would like to invite us in as a guest speaker. So if you own a practice, you have the opportunity to send an invite out to your customers, and then we schedule a time via Zoom whereby you invite a select number of customers, and you invite Celluma comes in then as a guest speaker. But we're not there at the beginning or the end. We're not selling. It's purely educational, and it's all over in 15 minutes. So people can be educated on the benefits of light therapy, some not by the esthetician or the practice owner, but in conjunction with a Celluma expert who will come in and share the benefits of light therapy with your customers. So that's something we created very early on. I think in March we started to think about, okay, how are we going to help our customers continue to be in contact, continue to educate, and continue to offer a service to their clients a light therapy service. So if you haven't inquired about a Skinposium, please call your Celluma dedicated clinical specialist. We talked about that earlier today. Everybody in all 50 states and Puerto Rico have a dedicated Celluma clinical specialist, no matter where you are. And so please reach out to them at 714-978-0080 or info@celluma.com to inquire about what a Skinposium is all about. It's a little play on the word symposium. So we had a little bit of fun with that, but it's a great way to educate your clients. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, you don't have to. We will do that part for you. It's a little PowerPoint we go through, and it's designed for your customer. So it's a little less sciencey and a little more, it's geared towards the end user. So
Denise, is that, so I would, first of all, I would love if you could send me a press release on that, because I think that's genius. I think it's genius because, you know, when it, especially with LED, there's 1,000 questions that everyone has when it comes to this. And if you've got a business that is an authorized reseller of your devices, and you can go in and give them that content, that if they're doing it on their Zoom, they can record that and they can then make that into, they can put that on their YouTube channel, they can put that on their Facebook, they can embed that into a blog article, they can put that into an email and send it out to their clients. That one-time event can become a sales tool that they can use for years to come. And if they have a couple of people who are, you know, VIPs, they can make it like a VIP event and get as many people into it as possible. And you can ask, like, one person will ask a question that 10 people are thinking. Exactly. So they'll be able to create that dialogue. And then I think the opportunity to sell after that is exponentially higher. So it's genius, and I would love to help get that into the hands of estheticians so that they could earn more money, because you're right, like some places have been really hard hit with the open and the close and the open and close again. So I think that anything that we can do to help support them and keep them liquid during this time is just all the better. So I would love to be able to, I would love to talk to people about that.
See, there's the synergy between our two companies. We, you know, we might create something that you can share with your followers that can help them and educate them and help them grow their business, and vice versa. So that's a great idea. And like you said, two things on what you said. One is, it's not just for authorized resellers. It may be just something, because it's talking about the benefits of light therapy. So it will benefit a practitioner that doesn't resell and is not interested in retail, because it's not for everybody, but they can educate their clients on why they've integrated Celluma into their practice and what's in it for them, because everybody wants to know what's in it.
I didn't even think of that.
So it's, you know, it's like, why should I come in and add light therapy to my
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's really for everybody. Everybody can benefit. And I love what you just said. So we're only going to take up about 50, the presentation is about 15 minutes, but we don't have to be the only speaker. You could come, they could bring on a skincare company after, or anybody they want, their favorite skincare company or their favorite peel manufacturer, anybody that.
I lost you, Denise, and I didn't hear a thing you said, so I'm having technical difficulties here.
Questions. So do you want to open it up for some questions, Barry?
Oh, absolutely. I apologize. I guess I had some technical difficulties here. Oh, somebody else said it too. For some reason, your volume cut out, and I see another one of the people said that as well. So I apologize. Okay. So are you guys hearing us now? Because I can hear Denise again.
Okay. Can everybody hear me? Just give us a little wave or a heads up.
Yeah, I'm looking in the comments.